Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Check 13, check 13.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, Orbit. Let's put that team on the hook. Check out. Hey, lock it. 49, check 49, check 49. Keep dribbling.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Rock it. Hey, switch gears. Hatchet. Hey, alert 3.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check. Hurry.
Mayfield down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, but the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Bengals.
You ready? Ricky. Hey, wahoo! I got it. 2.
On first down, Herbert. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a big play there for the Browns. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Eifert has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, box drop, box drop.
To throw on second down. Herbert. It's caught by Aguilar. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A give running right is Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, exit. 57. I can't believe we let you play. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Mike's 57. 57's mine.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo. Watch twins. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 51's to mine. 51's to mine. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 15, check. Hurry. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Give me some.
On first down, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
Then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mayfield flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Yeah, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Mayfield, flush to his right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
2nd and 7. 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 2
The Browns drive about to get started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now Mayfield. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.